Hello everyone, we are some of the newly admitted students into the prestigious Obafemi Awolowo University, and the purpose of this video is to share our experience and how we're able to scale through the tough OAU post-UTME. So I am Akonde Motilayo and I was admitted into the medicine and surgery department, and with me here I have
Benjamin, also one of the newly admitted MBBS students.
And I am Awolowo Simeon in the engineering department studying mechanical engineering.
Yeah, so first we'll be talking about the structure of the exam. So guys, how do you guys feel the structure of the exam was? What do you guys have to say?
Well, the structure, normally 4 subjects we have to do. Although me, I had to do maths. I think for you guys was biology, right? Then the 10 questions. And now, the one thing about the structure I noticed was that they left all the basic aspects, all those definition aspects, importance, and the likes. Right? They left it and went they went somewhere advanced. And looking at all those ozonolysis from chemistry. For my maths now, I saw something on the equation of sample, which there's no secondary school that's going to teach you that, right?
Exactly.
So there's no secondary school. So they went like they took notch, they went higher to some advanced stuff. What about you, Benjamin?
What I really feel about the exam is that, so based on the question were really that we were okay. It was based on what we got. So from the experience we had and so on, the question were not really tough, but for a basic student, you might now have some basic idea of those questions because they're a little bit advanced than what we do at the jam ready. So the question was okay. Another thing I really think about the exam is based on the connection. So in terms of, because the exam night has been online, so we have been facing some difficulties, and I'll be very happy if you can even attend to that. So because now you have 90 minutes up to 1 hour to face the exam, and facing network error, 60 minutes. So facing network error might actually bring about, like, you'll be very
The
anxiety and so on. I wish we can go on that. Because I actually faced that when I wrote the first question. It actually affected me. So how's that to say about it? Talk about it.
For me, OAU was just in between. It was in between a little bit O level and a little bit A level. So it was just in between. For my biology, imagine me seeing question like component of tear when you try the component of tear.
Exactly.
Like what? Because no teacher in the ordinary level will teach you or tell you that okay, this is the component of tears when you cry or you see. I don't really know. So for me, OAU post-UTME is just in between. Don't forget the basics and do
a bit more
go a
advanced.
bit advanced.
Yeah, so you guys have really heard a lot, and let me tell you, you guys have like 4 subjects that you are going to write, and we have 40 questions in total. The question is 1 mark, so if you miss one question out of 100, that's not, you have lost 1 mark. So you don't want to miss anything, you want to get everything. So you have engineering students who write maths, then in aptitude is compulsory for everybody, then we have chemistry and physics. But for the sciences, we wrote biology, aptitude, chemistry, and physics. So now I feel we should talk about that aptitude, because that aptitude is a part that can be really annoying, because your aptitude now, whether you're a sciences or whatever, your aptitude, like they ask English, maths, current affairs. So like let me just say like 6 history. So like maybe 6 subjects in total. So we're going to be talking about that aptitude, because it's an aspect you have to take note of. People don't really focus on that aptitude, and I think people have to like work on that aptitude, because you really need to yes, you can bring down your score. So let's like
imagine the one of there's this particular sequence. One question looks like if all dogs are blue, then like
questions like
those
that.
Questions are never straightforward. Okay, you have to think beyond your normal reasoning. They say 5 dogs are blue, all cats are green, so you just combine all those things together. Imagine the one of when was the first second, I think that was the one you saw. Yeah, the first secondary school.
Can you imagine?
Like you have to look deep into history. You have to know a bit of history, you have to know a bit of maths. Yeah, maths is optional. Biology also comes out.
Read
Inside
why
aptitude,
they
you
asked
have to
a math student
master
about
what?
ecology, stuff
Yes, I
like
saw that
that.
one of
Yes.
the
So
carnivore, herbivore, and the likes.
If I could remember very well, the aptitude was like my own aptitude generally it was like 8 to like 1 to 8 were totally current affairs. 5 remaining to like there was this particular English question I can remember very well. The English is just one word to fill in the gap in between. But that question was extremely like very very long. So that particular time again like this question is somehow because for you now to answer that question, you have to understand very well antonyms and synonyms.
synonyms.
And how many
Yes.
words do you have to learn? Because the word that was on the option
millions of
A to
words,
D, I could not even identify one. But the rest, like 1 to 8, I was having point pattern. They were very, very. It was based on what we have learned, so it was very easy. So it was easy, at least. And if you are practicing very, at least I saw like 2 questions that was repeated. I think I can remember the capital of Oyo State, something like that. So I saw a particular question like that. And the first TV in Nigeria. But remember that's WNTV.
Okay,
That was
okay,
the first
okay,
TV in
okay,
Nigeria. Now the question you might even know the TV, but will you have to cram the year and the date?
And
So that was the
Like,
most shocking part.
yeah.
I knew the TV, but the date and the month was also part of the option. But there was a way I was able to eliminate because there was only one option I was having WNTV. So it was only option I just picked that.
So
So
you have
imagine-
to- you have to
Imagine
apply.
A to D imagine A to D now having WNTV but different months and different year. Who does that?
Okay.
So
yeah. But actually, looking at the how were you able to get materials, the resources you actually came across to actually see like this ones. The one me I studied was it has to do majorly because I'm a math major, so mine was actually related to math. So what resources did you use for your own study?
There was a compiled question from an OAU student there. So
Okay.
I made use of that. And then there's a particular textbook Primus gave us. I can't remember the name. It has a cream carton. So I made use of that book.
Yeah,
and
that's
really
that's the one that
current affairs. Lots of
yes.
current affairs questions you need to read.
So
yes.
the part of this aptitude is just something that you can't imagine. The question I saw, I was so shocked. Okay, I know who the first man that translated the Bible in
yeah,
English
the Bible.
to
Yeah.
Yoruba. Imagine asking me the wife.
Wow.
I saw the question like, who is the wife of
What's his name again?
Ajayi
Crowder.
Crowder? And I'm like, God. At that moment, I knew it's that either I miss this question or
you miss
I
it.
miss it
Yeah.
because I don't know it.
So that means there's just 100% chance that you say a particular question. Just know
You
that
might not have
like
Yes.
come across
50,
it at all.
100%
Because
sure.
sometimes I feel that maybe they are stating this question on purpose just for
Just
us
for us
to
to
fail.
fail.
Because I really know
Actually, it's actually
that
like
this
because you can actually cover physics, chemistry, biology,
Because
math. For
there's no
aptitude,
syllabus for
There's
it.
no
That's
syllabus
why you
for
have to read
aptitude.
far and wide.
you have to
Not
come
to
across.
just read different things, current affairs, know the things that have happened, history in Nigeria,
History.
not even only Nigeria.
Yes,
Yeah, outside
outside
Africa.
Africa in
But I don't
general.
think they already touch more outside Africa.
It should
The,
be based on
the boundary
current-
should just be Africa, but a little bit.
You
So
never
And if I
can
could
tell.
you
remember
never
very
can
well,
tell, yeah,
and
you
during that period, it was the death of Queen Elizabeth.
Yes,
So everybody was
yes,
preparing on that
yes.
part. So everybody was
Yeah.
prepared. But on getting to the exam, there was not even
I didn't
one
even
no
see
I didn't
question
come across
similar to
question,
that.
yes.
I
at all.
didn't
So
come
I
across
believe some people come across
Same
something
here.
like that. So there was no
I
like a
remember
single
our
question.
teacher would
But-
say, you know this, you know
But
this.
currently now that we have a newly elected president, so
Sure.
I feel like
Yeah, you guys
That's
should
an
work
old
on
thing.
questions.
That's an old thing.
Work on those
questions that
plans.
come around in that aspect.
Yeah, and concerning the resources too, for me, my chemistry, because you guys, my first one, I had
How many times do you write?
3/10 in my first chemistry. So
Oh.
for the materials and the resources, there was Primax University, our organic and inorganic chemistry. You need to get it, like seriously.
For real, for real.
Like we had Primax in organic and organic chemistry, and also the physical chemistry. They were really helpful. The resources, like the resources you need, the area of Primax and other pre past questions, and also those resources were really helpful to me.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm seeing questions like double bond equivalence and There's no principle to that. If you don't know that one, you don't know it.
And guess what, guys? This one I had 10/10 my chemistry. Like
Whoa,
from 3 to 10.
whoa, nice.
Don't you want to get
And
it?
a good one.
Like
But,
really.
but looking at this thing, do you think the tutorial was necessary? Do you think it was necessary?
The capital.
It's actually
Yes.
it's very necessary.
very necessary.
Because
Like
I don't
at-
want to joke.
because now if you are looking very well during the jam preparation, you might not even come across of any of these things. You learn that particular material. So you have to go to tutorial and you need the right material.
A good
But
one.
there's one thing about tutorial, you can't just go to anyhow tutorial.
Yeah.
It's very, very important.
exactly.
You know,
Experience.
there's a saying that you say follow no road. So you have,
Yeah,
to, you have to go
correct.
to the right one, not just anyone. Okay, so for me here now, primary school university was our own
Because
environment.
imagine, like we had people come to speak to us. There was Dr. Peter, Dr. Islamia,
There was
like
this
most of
woman that
them
came also
coming to
from
talk to
a
us.
graduate with
Yes.
first class. She
Yeah,
came,
yeah,
she
pharmacy.
came.
So the
Pharmacy,
motivation,
yes. So
like, it was there.
we were exposed to materials, to mindsets, we get daily dose of motivational talk from our studio.
See,
every morning.
honestly, you can't be in primary and the talk. You can't be done in primary, honestly, because there is
We
oppression.
talk like the night
Oppression.
readings and
Exactly.
like
So like
you wake up at night, then you just
Seeing this girl like this looking
we
you're looking like a
the hostel
pregnant
part was
exactly.
like you wake up and you see this one air, this one fly here, this one. Then we forgot totally about how we look
I could
like.
even remember
Everyone was
when
reading.
like
Gary-
it was out.
Gary
We
was-
were focused
Gary
on
was the right
drinking
one.
Gary every time.
Because where's the time? Where's the time
There's
to
no time.
There is
to
no
go and
time.
cook? You want to cook jollof rice. So you want
Like
to
the-
prepare for OAU. And you're cooking jollof rice. fried
Stop
rice.
playing.
Stop playing.
You
Stop-
can't. That's it.
No, but that you can't just say you won't eat good food. No.
Of course.
So
You have
Wait,
to
we drank
Wait,
Gary,
because
but
of your
of course sometimes you take a break. That break should not be. You should not get too comfortable, right? So that was the issue. That was the first.
So now in terms of the preparation, like we focus on some materials given by primers and so on. Like if the question is so that was it based on what you actually prepared for?
See, let me answer. Let me start by primary.
All right.
My chemistry, guys. It was like
boy.
I literally did not spend time on my chemistry because we were used to the questions. That's why the tutorial is important, like you said. Tutorial that knows the structure and everything. So like my chemistry was not hard for me because I literally just saw my question. I'm like, I've solved this question. Is this sodium has solved all of these things? So the chemistry was not like my first for me. For my chemistry, it was like it was
What
very.
about biology? I hear that biology is very fast.
Biology. Now for
Everyone
an
keeps saying
example, I
biology is
remember
hard.
very well biology part that really gave me problem. And at least I still had 10/10. It was the aspect of related to test for vitamin. If you check throughout all the tests we have been reading before, even if the materials we used, we will never even find something like that. It was the test, the color for the test of vitamin was, and I've not really heard of that before, but based on that, I was able to eliminate the options because some of
we
them were
taught that
related
elimination.
to
Yes,
fats
elimination
and
method.
oils.
Elimination method is really is the best.
Yes.
But you can't imagine
If
eliminating
you
the right
don't-
answer.
So you should be careful about that too.
So Primax teaches you how to work smart. We
Smart,
don't just work
smart.
hard and
Yeah.
work smart. You understand?
For my maths, where our teacher then Mr. Ola, he taught us this equation of circle. Then there's no, I've not seen, no, I don't know about you, but in secondary school they'll be teaching you equation of a circle. This one, no.
That's I noticed now from that aspect. Now you said you never say in school that is going to teach you about equation of like all these stories.
Yeah.
Now you notice very that most of these jam stuff normally are always coming from secondary school. But
That's
by
it,
the time you'll
that's
be
it.
writing, you'll be
Correct.
seeing like 347 having 19 about 14
40.
close to
A
10.
lot.
It's because they don't have some experience and they are not exposed to the materials.
That's actually
They
very
don't have some basic idea. They need to learn some new things. Somebody with 347 now, I think that also happened in our own set.
set. Yes.
So the person had 19 over 40. Imagine
did
that.
not make
It's very, very, very like. It's not that the person is not. He might be intelligent, but he might be even be brilliant. But you need the the right materials. You have to know the way the question comes in and so
You
on.
can't
So,
go behind your mind.
as in-
Yeah, the questions are advanced. So not like you don't actually know what you are doing, but what you did in secondary school might not, it will not cover. You will see questions, but then you don't want to miss anything out of 40. So that is why you need a place that will help you to learn those parts that you were not opportune to learn.
To conclude that question, what I prepared for was literally what came out.
Yeah.
For the maths, as you said, the chemistry aspect was it's just like you're doing classwork. Like
If
what
I
you
can
said.
remember very well, one of my questions was on ozonolysis, and the question was very simple. Very, like, it not even took me like 2 seconds or
Just
so.
break
It
the
was very
board.
simple.
Yeah,
That's
drop
all.
this one here,
Add
drop
the
this
OAU
one
and
here.
so on. So it was very brief, and the aspect of physics, like the question I was asking, I wasn't expecting it at all. Like the question was very, very simple. I'm saying it's simple for me because I've already
You're
prepared.
prepared. That's it.
So that's what I'm saying.
It's
So
very
I'm saying
simple for someone
it's
that's
very
prepared.
simple and so on.
So for me, for my biology, I think there's some. That was why we said earlier on that please don't neglect the ordinary level, like the O level.
The old
Please,
beginning.
yes, don't forget that, because my question, seeing questions like prototheria, I can bet you can't see any school teaching prototheria or phylum for biology.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
you can't see any school teaching you prototheria, monotremata, marsupial. And I saw question like prototheria. I saw egg-laying mama. I saw
I don't even for this one.
I saw egg-laying mama. I saw a lot of options, and what is this? What is prototheria?
Yeah.
So if you have this particular textbook explicit, word for word was inside. So
So
some people might be thinking that okay, this prototheria is actually advanced, but it was just right inside the material I used for my UTME. It was just there. So don't forget.
The aspect is that, and during that preparation, I will believe very well that like you don't have any time. You don't spend time on doing other things and so on. I can remember very well now, during that period, the first POST-UTME I wrote for you. Now, I was preparing for WAEC. I wanted to write what POST-UTME. But I was preparing for it during that month. I don't go to class or anything. On getting, so based on like the way we used to do tests, and so I used to top class, I believe that I can do so. Now, but during the exam, the question I saw that it was very, very like, what is this? Because I did not attend class.
Yes,
I remember very well there was something related to
chemical bonding.
I've heard of it before.
But if I may ask now, how did you prepare for the exam?
No.
How were you able to? Because you doing biology,
Okay.
chemistry, and the like.
Now the aspect of preparation, because now for primers we were told first to end all our O-level past questions. We finished that. We were given the material necessary. There were just like 5 materials. So my own preparation was that now since these 5 materials there is like 90% chance some of the questions might come out from there. What I have to do is that I will have to finish everything and understand each of the details in the question. So that was my plan. So I aimed at finishing all the textbooks. So I was able to finish just 4.
This is too much. Too much.
I did a lot of breakdowns based on page, based on everything. I was able to finish it.
I think for me, especially the physics, I noticed that okay, for the first exam I wrote and the second one, I noticed that there were a lot of calculations on electricity. So I kept on telling my friend that study electricity very well, don't worry. Study electricity.
I saw a question.
Study electricity. I kept on telling all of them study electricity very well. But then
I saw some
I was so shocked. I was not really shocked like that because I was just shocked that okay, I was the one going around telling people that study electricity. Honestly, I didn't see one question on electricity. And thank God I dealt with the physics 001 very well. And I think that was when God came out and said, you will face this one. And it was awesome. It was awesome. I think I had 7/10 in my thesis.
What was it for you? What was this?
I had 8 in my physics. Yeah.
I had 10. And the question was looking like, I had 10. It was okay because I saw a question related to what you just said now, all those parts of electricity, like something like Ohm's law, like
so.
Please
Be very careful when this exam starts. That the first set writes their exam. Don't go and be asking what came out because
you might not see
one. You might not see one at all. They change the questions always.
Okay. So how was the routine? I don't know the routine of how you study and the likes.
So
Like for me now, I am kind of person that once it's 9 p.m. bed is already calling me. So I most of the time I spend my time during the day reading, because I know once it is 9 o'clock I'll just go and sleep. So from 9 then to maybe probably 2, then I'll wake up at 3. So it is very important you study your body system. Know when it's best for you to read and all of that. So that was my own experience.
For me, mine was from house to lesson, from house to church, like that. My own reading was not particularly about read in the morning, read in the night. Once I get home, get what to eat, take my book, read, sleep, wake up, read, sleep, wake up.
Exactly.
So if I'm tired, I'll drop my book, go and read. Then when I wake up again, and God helped me that time, I didn't have the Android phone. Yeah, I think that was one of the blessings that came my way there, because distractions will surely come.
Of course.
Then I just had this small keypad phone. Then so no problem. There's no excuse that I'm tired, I want to watch movie. Please. If you can dash someone your phone, don't say you should dash. If you can lend someone your phone for that period, it's fine.
It's
okay?
just for your good.
Just for that period of time. Sacrifice that time. Read, sleep, read, eat, sleep, read. Just continue.
Even though you start having that feeling that okay, I'm tired, then the next thing for you is just
Carry
then
phone,
you're not tired
at all.
honestly.
For me, I feel like it's sacrifice. That period, my routine was like, mindset was okay. I wanted to read for like 24 hours. So when it was a month to my exam, I came here to primary university to stay at the hostel, because I knew at home like I was still kind of like using some of my time for another thing. So I came here to Primark because we have hostel here, and I dedicated a whole period for just my post-UTME, when it was a month to the exam. So the routine basically was just to like read, sleep, eat. Like you want to read every time, because there is no time when you look right. Like I'm seeing my colleagues reading. We want to read the same, we want to write the same exam, and they are reading as this. I'm like, what am I doing? So you have no time. Really, you have no time than to just like keep reading. Don't say, oh, this particular period of the month is for. As far as is your book, they are fine. Just make sure you are.
Now you said something about the months the exam. Like when the exam was coming, how was the feeling? How was the feeling?
The feeling
Oh God.
for me, based on my own preparation, I was actually at 82. Because from what I've read, like you might prepare, and when you get to the exam, what you face will be totally different. Like so, that's the only part I'm scared of. So that was the only part I'm scared of. Like if I'm preparing this much and I get to the exam, I was not able to solve a single question, or maybe solve everything. Like no.
And all those fears are just they're not
because
you prepared. Then it was looking like there's nothing these people will set that we don't know. But don't get too overconfident.
Because for
Just
me,
prepare and
for me, I read.
You can do it.
The only question that comes to my mind is just to what if not, and what if I make it? So those were those two questions that were coming to my mind. That if you pass this system and if you don't pass it, so I think anxiety, fear was the just that
sure.
the fear was too much based on my experience and what I've been facing concerning this way. So it keeps coming to my face that what if you pass this post-UTME? Well, then I've come to realize that okay, I don't have any other business. This is just what I want to do. Let me do it for
sacrifice.
With experience, you can actually overcome that fear. Because very well, I wrote post-UTME for the first time in UAU. Now, writing the first exam, the question I saw, I wasn't able to solve any of them. Like it was very hard. I was able to do some parts in biology.
I remember that story. Yeah.
I was even crying at the front of the system, but during the preparation, I remembered all the questions very well, especially that part of chemical. My question was full of chemical, but the mass aspect, I've never heard of it before because actually I not finished school. So there was this part of mass elevation, like how will I do elevation? Something I have not even heard of. So, but when I brought the question out, I showed one of the mass students. They said it was an elevation question. Trigonometry or something. Now, so after that, like based on my experience, like so what I knew was that if actually they should bring all those questions they gave me, that I'm sure I'll get it because I was well prepared. Like I was very, very prepared. That now from the experiment I had in that exam, based on what I saw in that exam, the way the question comes and so on, I can overcome that question. If actually they should bring that same
Yeah.
time. But the question they even got the second time was a little bit lower, like
You were like,
I think
so
the
what
thing
was
is
I
just that
prepared
when you
for?
prepare for me, to me, what I think is when you prepare for questions that are very tough,
When
you
prepare
end
for
up
the
seeing
worst.
questions that are simple.
So
And most times,
that
because when
way-
you see question, there was a particular question they were asking. I think what's her name, Mary. Those questions were not from this place. Imagine asking Benjamin this basic question, universal solvents.
like
Water,
Universal
water,
solvents.
imagine
that was one of
water.
my
Exactly.
questions actually.
Imagine
So
water.
let's prepare for the worst.
Yes, then go.
And one thing again, you should not forget God. Because in that same exam we wrote,
Yeah.
a lady was all organic.
Yes, that was Mary.
All Mary,
That
right?
was Mary.
Her questions were all organic. So imagine.
Yeah,
And
no
most people
prepared.
neglect organic chemistry because they think it's one advanced. But yeah, we actually broke it down, right? So in
Yes,
It's
primary.
very
Yes,
simple
indeed.
They
here,
are,
primary.
they are very
honestly.
simple with examples
Yes.
like the mechanism you were drawing electron flying like
Like Babalawo.
Exactly.
yeah, that's Lewis.
All those reactions.
Lewis looks like Babalawo's house. Like so all those you have to put God first. Okay?
Walk
After
and
preparing,
pray.
Me, I
walk
always
and
say
pray.
God plus primary equals admission.
Yeah.
That's something.
Yeah, you have
Exactly.
to actually put God first.
Yeah. So what do you guys have to say for to those that want to write this positive in our post?
So, what I would like to say about the exam is that once you know that you are using the right materials, you have the right mentorship, you have the right procedure, the right routine to the way of finishing all those materials, you are perfect. You are very, very perfect to go. So first thing, you sit down, using the cutoff and all those stuffs, know your competitors. It's not that you want to study medicine. You are relating with somebody that is studying what engineering. That was not common. You have somebody that wants to study medicine 350. You are your own, you are 320. That means for you to beat that person, you have to look for some score that both of you have to overcome. So that's the way it can be. After that, you know your competitors already, you create your mindset, you start preparing, you get the right materials, right mentorship. So when you have some perfect mentorship, the right word, everything will motivate you. So that's what I can say about that.
For me, I would say God, your determination, and please drop your ego. Feel free to meet people.
Question.
Drop your ego.
That's true.
This examination is not I know it best. Meet people that you think that when I move closer to this person, I will get a lot of benefits. Not friends with cheap benefits, with success benefits. Drop your ego, put God first, and be determined that irrespective of what I'll be facing in the examination, just have the mindset that I am scoring 40 in this place. And with God.
So for me, I would advise you guys to just work hard and work and pray, and don't give up. What you want, make sure you chase what exactly it is that you want. If you know you are working hard for something and you eventually did not get it, you know that you actually worked hard for it, then go again. Don't give up. Pick yourself up. Do you understand? So it's okay to fall, but it's very bad to remain down. So pick yourself up, then definitely you get what you want with the help of God. And once you have the right people, I've said most of it all in this video, follow everything and you will find.
Alright, so as for me, I will just say this first. Seek God first, put him first at the center. Okay, this journey is not an ordinary journey. This is your life. You're from beginning to end. Whatever decision you make now is what you are going to follow, except you deviate. But if you are taking this very big decision, you have to put God first. Okay, and also you need the right mentality, you need the right environment, you need the right circle of friends. You can see from what we said in primary, you can't wake up by 2 a.m. in the morning and see everyone sleeping.
Never.
Open your eyes, you see someone reading, close it, open the second eyes, someone else is reading. Okay, so you need to be in that right environment where fire is burning. We see one, we see call you Shano, you say they're whining. So this one. So imagine someone getting 98 over 100 in mock and the person is calling you that scored 30, Shano. You see this is mockery now, so you'll be motivated. The board will post then. You will see yourself at the bottom of the board, and so the environment is very, very important. Okay, so with this, I believe you should be able to sit in on two and apply it for yourself. You get your own result. You should definitely do it.
Then E right here, I had, let's just share our post-UTME scores. I feel they are supposed to know that.
Let me go first. I had 30. I had 30 then.
I had 32.
And me, I had 35
And the
40 and
Shano, as we used to say.
like
Overall best
So I had overall best score
in the whole of Obafemi Awolowo.
So I had 36 over 40.
Yeah.
Over 40 from where? From
Primax.
university.
Okay. So we have the right environment here. You have the right material you need. You have every single thing you need here. The right mentors, the right environment, the right friends, the right circle you need. Okay. So we hope you've gotten one or two things from this video. Right. Thank you very
See
much.
you soon.
For your time.
Bye.
See you. Bye.